The MCU is an absolute dumpster fire with no direction or coherent storytelling, and more money than sense. It's clear the people in charge have no idea or love for the source material. They just know it should be a license to print money. Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is releasing soon, and it has all the hallmarks of a cash grab that was ruled by committee. The soulless computer-generated animation that completely and utterly ruins the heart and soul of what was once a booming industry and what made Disney what it is today. Ironic, isn't it? With refreshed characters designed to please the modern audience you always hear so much about but never come out and support anything. Modern audiences, a phrase I'm sure was created by some jackass to justify changing whatever intellectual property they were working on because some things about it could be seen as problematic nowadays. If you don't believe me, look up Dan Slott saying Spider-Man calling Dr. Octavius fat was fat phobia or something.
That's a cute outfit. Did your husband give it to you?
Is my suit really that bad? Ouch.
In the trailer, we once again get Spider-Man's origin story. For God's sakes, why? It's 2025. There are more people now in America that know Spider-Man's origin story than Jesus Christ. I could go on about how Spider-Man was originally a loner who was ostracized by the popular kids. That's why he focused on academics. But I guess if they did that, then you wouldn't be able to work in a Black Harry Osborn.
Help me! He's running, grab him!
And Nico Minoru, a character who first appeared in 2003, 41 years after Amazing Fantasy 15. I never heard of Nico, never saw her in any of my Spider-Man comics, or during any major Marvel events, but from what I looked up, she was part of the Runaways. Which is what you would read if you like sticking things up your butt. While Googling this, I found out the Runaways had a live-action show. Surprise, surprise. Oh, it was made by CW, so that means it's total cancer.
Looks like all your kids have a little something extra.
I got this.
I can help her!
Obviously, Nico's gay, because of course she would be. You gotta tick that queer representation box, boobala. Some people think the black guy in the university jacket is Flash Thompson. Others think it's Lonnie Lincoln, who was an albino from the Jump Street, and he was picked on as a kid. By the way, that's Tombstone. He never went to school with Peter Parker. It would make more sense if this is Randy Roberts. Whatever, I don't care. Screw it, let's move on.
It don't matter. None of this matters.
The trailer has the obligatory rap music that's in every trailer, even if the movie is set in goddamn ancient Greece. Osborn is also black, obviously. And he finds out that Peter Parker is Spider-Man very quickly, and he gives Spider-Man the Future Foundation suit. Like, bro, what is this? It's a mess, and I'm already done. It has to be a different universe.
Originally announced the prequel of the MCU Spider-Man movie starring Tom Holland.
Yeah, that's just what I want to see.
The series instead branches off into an alternate timeline.
Oh, another alternate timeline off of an alternate timeline already. Awesome.
Where the freshman Spider-Man is mentored by Norman Osborn.
As a Spider-Man fan, this right here is retarded, but whatever.
Rather than Tony Stark and Iron Man, in the just-released trailer, Spider-Man wears a homemade suit inspired by 2017 Spider-Man Homecoming, and has been battling lesser-known Spider-Man villains like Scorcher and the Speedster. Speed Demon, what?
I don't care.
Deuces. Parker out.
And he's getting an Oscorp suit. It is what it is. It's a mind-numbing thing. It's like Batman being mentored by the Joker, bro. I can't wrap my mind around it as a fan. It's just too stupid to be living. But that basically explains why it's all over the place. And frankly, if they stuck to the lore of the original Spider-Man, you would get to know Peter Parker as a person. You get to see him struggling to make money and help Aunt May as she can barely afford the bills after Uncle Ben dies. There's even a point where Spider-Man tried to join the Avengers. He shows up to Avengers Tower, uninvited. And he's like, I'm looking to join. How much does it pay? It's hilarious, but it also shows you where he was at the time as a person. We could actually watch him grow. But instead, here you go. You got this. Now, if you're a born-again bigot like me, and you think that this show looks like modern slop, well, the Mary Sue has a bone to pick with you.
Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man isn't even out yet, and the racists are already complaining.
Now let's look a little deeper to this article that I'm sure is full of helpful nutritional news. Let's see. Let's skip through this. Blah, 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 blah. Woke and DEI, yada, yada. Norman is black, so is Harry.
People who probably don't care all that much about the characters are completely furious. Some are saying that changing Norman and Harry to black contributes to ginger erasure, a so-called problem that is 100% made up. Getting real tired of all the racist race swapping going in the comics.
Okay, so if you think ginger erasure isn't real, then how do you explain the lofty list of characters that were once red-headed white women or men becoming black? And we're sitting here and pretending that that's not the case. Do not trust your eyes will lie to you.
Only trust the media.
So, it's racist to question why take an iconic villain like Norman Osborn, the Green Goblin, and make him black and Spider-Man's mentor. Now granted, it worked for the animated series of Superman and the Justice League, but let's face it, the talent passion in those animated shows in early 2000s is on a whole different level, a different spectrum of being. What we get now for animated shows is just absolute garbage, and I have little to no faith. But on the plus side, Lindsay Lohan's joining the MCU, so surely that will save this sinking ship.